I am leaving VShojo.
You've likely seen the headlines. IronMouse, a co-founder and the very heart of VShojo, is out. She left with a bombshell video alleging a $500,000 charity scandal that has absolutely rocked the VTuber community. But that's not the whole story. In fact, it might not even be the most disturbing part. While the financial controversy is a massive blow, it's just the visible crack in a foundation that was apparently rotting from within. Now, stunning allegations from others in the community point to a toxic corporate culture and a horrifying possibility that an employee was leaking the real world identities and private information of the agency's talent. This is the story of how VShojo, the company that promised to be the shield for its creators, may have become their single greatest threat. On July 21st, 2025, IronMouse uploaded a video titled simply Why I Left VShojo.
Currently, right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full story. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo.
It was calm but utterly devastating indictment of the company she helped build from the ground up. In it, she made two explosive claims. First, that VShojo owed her a significant amount of personal funds. And second, the allegation that truly broke the community's heart. That VShojo had failed to transfer over $500,000 in charity funds to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, or IDF. To understand why this is so catastrophic, you have to understand who IronMouse is. She is, without exaggeration, one of the most important figures in VTubing. As a co-founder of VShojo, her record-breaking subathons brought countless fans into the virtual world. But her advocacy for the IDF isn't just for branding. It's deeply personal. IronMouse herself lives with common variable immunodeficiency, otherwise known as CVID, a condition that has kept her largely isolated and made her streaming career lifeline. The IDF is the very charity that she says helped her when she had nowhere else to turn. In her video, she explained that during her massive 2023 subathon, she asked VShojo to handle the payment to the charity. Largely for security and privacy reasons, a year later, she alleges that the donation of over $500,000 had still not been processed. The pain in her voice was obvious, as she described the emotional toll, stating that she felt guilt tripped by the agency, as if her leaving could hurt her friends and the company somehow. Due to the legal proceedings, she couldn't share every detail but promised to tell her full story when she could. In a clear act of faith, she also stated that all ad revenue from her departure video would be given directly to the IDF. This was the announcement that cracked VShojo's foundation. But what came pouring out of those cracks somehow has become even worse. Just as the community was reeling from the financial news, a second, more sinister story started to take shape, one that hits at the deepest fear of every VTuber: losing their anonymity. While IronMouse's video focused on the lack of funds raised for charity being paid out, other creators began to speak out about a totally different kind of betrayal. Japanese creator and industry veteran Kaho Shibuya posted on X alluding to a situation where an employee at a VTuber agency was allegedly leaking sensitive personal information, including private photos and even the marital status of talent. While she didn't name VShojo directly, the timing was unmistakable. YouTuber Mujin that connected the dots more explicitly, directly mentioning IronMouse's exit, linking it to a weirdo employee at VShojo, was not only leaking information but allegedly bragging about a new income, hinting at the possible sale of stolen private data. For VTubers, doxing isn't just an invasion of privacy, it's an existential threat. Their entire career and personal safety are built on the wall between their persona and their real world identity. A leak can expose them and their families to harassment, stalking, or worse. It is the ultimate violation of trust between a creator and their agency, and that one entity that is supposed to be their shield. This wasn't even the first time VShojo's security had been questioned. Back in 2021, the agency was caught up in a controversy with streamer Nux Taku. That incident involved a group of doxers impersonating VShojo management, sending phishing emails to try and get personal information to swat other streamers. A dangerous prank where armed police are falsely sent to a victim's house. While VShojo said they were working with law enforcement, the situation was a mess of miscommunication. Noxtaku claimed the agency knew about the impersonators for weeks without issuing a public warning. VShojo's own statement at the time admitted their communication could have been better. This history creates a disturbing pattern. The 2021 incident raised questions about VShojo's ability to handle external security threats, but the 2025 allegations are far more terrifying, suggesting the threats might not have been external at all, but coming from inside the very organization meant to protect them. VShojo launched with a revolutionary promise to be a talent first agency. Unlike the rigid corporation structures common in Japan, VShojo's big selling point was that its own talents owned their own IP. If they left, they could take their names, models, and careers with them. It was sold as a safe harbor, an agency that empowered creators instead of controlling them. This is what makes the current implosion so tragic. These allegations of mismanaged charity funds and potential eternal leaks don't just challenge that promise, they shatter it. If an agency can't be trusted with a money meant for life saving foundations and can't be trusted to protect the real identities of its talent, the talent first model becomes a hollow marketing slogan. This whole crisis has exposed the dangerous reality of corporate VTubing, where the power imbalance between a company and an individual creator is enormous. Creators put their trust in agencies to handle their finances, their security, and their future. They do it because they believe the agency has their best interests at heart. When that trust is broken so spectacularly, it raises questions for the entire industry. How much transparency are creators really getting? Are their contracts protecting them or the company? And who holds these agencies accountable? Iron Mouse's claim of being guilt tripped speaks volumes about the emotional pressure placed on a talent to stay quiet and protect the company even at their own expense. It paints a picture not of a supportive family, but of a corporate environment where talents are assets to be managed, and their concerns come second to the bottom line. This isn't just a VShojo problem. It's a massive warning sign for the whole VTuber world. The fallout from Iron Mouse's announcement was immediate. Departure wasn't just a one-off event, it was the final straw in a worrying trend. In the months before her exit, VShojo had already been bleeding talent, with Madara-kan, Giga, and co-founder Zentreya all leaving the agency in 2025. While their departures were initially framed as amicable, Zentreya later hinted that there were deeper, ongoing issues behind the scenes. Music producer Shiro Beats claimed the company owed them thousands and that they had to chase down payments for friends. Another musician, Little V Mills, echoed this, posting, "Oh, so they owe everyone money then, huh? Thought it was just me, Lamau." The talent, still inside VShojo, reacted with lightning speed. Kason, one of the agency's biggest stars, removed the VShojo name from their social media and publicly demanded answers from the company. The message was clear. This couldn't be swept under the rug. The community rallied around Iron Mouse, flooding social media with support. The sentiment was unanimous. Outrage at VShojo for the alleged betrayal, and overwhelming sympathy for a creator who gave so much to her community and a cause she held dear.
Hopefully, there'll be a lot of singing, and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.
As of now, VShojo has remained definitely silent, issuing no public statement to address the mountain of allegations. That silence has only fueled the fire, leaving their reputation in tatters. What we're witnessing is more than just the exit of a star VTuber. It's a full blown crisis of faith that highlights three core values at VShojo: alleged financial malpractice with talent and charity funds, a horrifying security scandal suggesting a failure to protect its creators, and a fundamental betrayal of the trust that the entire VTuber industry is built on. The agency built to be a safe haven has become a cautionary tale. IronMouse, now independent, will no doubt continue to be a force for good, but the questions swirling around VShojo aren't going away. Will the charity money be paid? Will there be accountability for the doxing allegations? And can a corporate agency ever truly put talent first? With legal battles on the horizon and the community demanding answers, this story is far from over. Make sure you're subscribed as we continue to follow the collapse of VShojo and see if they have anything to say for themselves. My name is Aurora, and this has been Tea Time. I will see you at the next one. Bye bye.